Dad.
Jules, how did you know I was here? Is there something you all needed to speak with me about?
He explained that Pamela had been searching for him ever since she saw him in the city.
It's been a long time, so I know how difficult it is to see her. Either way, you know Mom's never going to stop looking for you.
Ah, so she did see me. I should have been more discreet.
If you don't mind me asking, Dr. Noah, what are you doing here?
Ah, right. Do you see this plaque behind me? Inscribed on it is a record of diseases throughout history. I came to see if I could find anything useful.
Oh, I see. You were looking for a way to cure Jules.
What?
Am I really that transparent? Still, this might be a good opportunity for me to explain everything to you all. You deserve to know what happened. It was many years ago, long before I knew anything about homunculi. I came to learn of an institution that fostered war orphans. That was where I first met you, Jules.
I was a war orphan?
Yes. Aprilis had entrusted the four of you to that orphanage. She couldn't take care of you on her own. It was her last resort.
That's understandable.
Indeed, it was in that orphanage where we met Jules. You should have seen how happy Pamela was. After all, she couldn't bear children of her own.
Mom couldn't have children?
Unfortunately not. But I know that she loved you more because of it. The years after we adopted you were the happiest of our lives. When you became ill, it devastated your mother. That's when I promised her that I would find a cure for you.
Dad.
One day, in my desperate search to find a treatment, a man approached me. That man was an alchemist named Zola.
Papa.
He told me who he was and asked for my help in his alchemy research. It was then he revealed to me that you, Jules, were a homunculus. I thought that if I helped him, I would eventually find a way to cure your disease.
I had no idea. But why did you have to leave us?
The hero you were created from suffered from the same disease as you. I surmised that the hero's body would lead me to more clues about the disease. However, Zola kept a firm grip on his research. As a condition for becoming his adjutant, I was forbidden from leaving the prison.
Dad,
It's not your fault, Jules. Being sick isn't ever anyone's fault.
There are certain ways you could be sick that would be your fault, like if you purposely contracted it or performed actions to contract it, but you know, I'll give him a leeway on this one.
Believe me, my deepest regret is leaving you and your mother without saying goodbye.
Jules, there's something you've been wanting to say, isn't there? You don't have to wait anymore.
Yufa.
Dad. To tell you the truth, there were many things I wanted to say to you when I saw you again. I wanted to tell you how much I despised you. How much I hated you. But now, how could I say any of those things?
Jules.
Thanks, Dad. For taking care of me. For being my dad. And for trying to find a cure for me.
Jules.
As a doctor, it would be imprudent of me to be too optimistic. But I'm progressively coming to understand your disease. There's still a chance for a cure. I will do everything in my power to save you.
Dad.
Oh.
Good thing you two finally hashed it out. Hey, by the way, what kind of research were you helping Zola with exactly?
I was looking for ways to extract memories from a person's soul. That research allowed me to create the primordials and monsters from Adol's memories. I imagine Zola plans on taking this research even further.
That's present.
Even further.
But what about Shadowlard? I thought you two were working together.
You must mean how Shadowlard gathered those with desirable talents in the prison. That was Zola's plan all along. He was merely using Master Shadowlard. Zola was the one who truly needed them. In spite of that, he rarely shows himself in the prison nowadays. I'm afraid even I don't know what he planned on doing with them.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Zola is an unforgiving man, if his treatment of Shadowlard was any indication. But if you asked me if he were evil, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He sincerely believes his actions are just, regardless of the implications.
Don't all evil people?
You mean he's a whack job, the kind you stay away from?
That may be true. I admit, I have my fair share of blame for your hardships, Monstrums. For that, I apologize.
It wasn't your fault.
I understand that an apology alone is not enough for me to be forgiven, but I will work to set things right.
Dad.
I'll go see your mother soon, Jules. You have my word. My son is fighting his best even when sick. It's only right that I work just as hard. After it's all over, we'll go back to how it was. You, me, and your mother. Crimson King. No, Adol. Zola is profoundly fascinated with you. You have no reason to trust me, but I suggest that you be careful. Now then, it's nearly sunset. I'd better return to the prison. You'll have to excuse me.
Dad, you be careful too.
Yes, I will.
Hey, good for you, Jules.
Yeah, thanks. I should thank you guys too.
We're all happy for you, Jules. Your dad is a good person after all.
I believe there is much I can learn from him as well.
Yeah, he's all right. Can we go back to town now?
Interesting. I see. So it wasn't your father I saw after all. Yeah, unfortunately not. Just when I got a glimpse of him, face and all, but must have been mistaken. I suppose it's time I finally threw in the towel on this. Oh, no, don't be so glum, chums. Don't know how it all went, of course, but I imagine I can hazard a guess. Probably just isn't quite ready to see me again yet, is he? Oh. Thank you for humoring me, Jules. And the same goes for the rest of you as well. Isn't much, but I'd like you to have this. That's elixir. Appreciate your kindness. Of course, sweetie. Think nothing of it. Now I suppose I ought to get back to cooking. See, I've been working on a special little festival day treat for everybody. I may stop by to deliver it later, so try not to spoil your appetite. We won't. Thanks again, Miss Noah. One meager little elixir? Okay. Not enough of those for the whole team. That'd be nice. dad said he'd come home someday, I've been keeping it from my mom, but I guess she figured out that we were hiding something from her anyway. And so, called a mother's intuition. That means Dr. Noah might be able to come home sooner than he thought. Well, with that understanding, I bet she'd even be fine with all that alchemy stuff. Not so sure about that. Either way, whether or not he does is entirely up to him. It's when I take Mom's feelings into account that things get a little more complicated. Yeah, I know what you mean. In any event, now that we've reported back, shall we attend to our remaining matters?
That actually went pretty well.
Takes care of all the urgent requests we had. Mila still hasn't gotten in touch with us. I wonder what's going on with her, but waiting around would only waste time. Let's turn to the daily line for now and see if there's anything else we can do. I mean, yay. There's really not much else to do at the moment, so let's go ahead. Got a bruise on my hand, I don't know where that came from. Where have you been at all, my darling? Alright, Larry, turned to dust waiting for you to come home to me. Maybe I've over-dramatized it just a tad. Something happened today? Yes, you see, there was looking over the bulletin board as I always do, and there it was, a request from none other than our stout friend, Warden Belger. Belger? Can you believe it? I thought at first that it was a joke in poor taste. As it turns out, it really was from Belger. What did it say? According to him, there have been sightings of strange monsters on the estate road. Come to do it himself, he's got grunts with swords, right? Or if not, pest control. So quick to dismiss it, there's something peculiar about this. Strange monsters, perhaps a research wing, something to do with this. That's true. Maybe that's why he's asking for our help. Knowing him, he wouldn't have unless he was desperate. Might as well humor him. Things are a bit curtailed at the moment, being on probation. Poor guys must be scrambling to keep up without them. An influx of tourists here to see the festival, and they may be endangered. Also received similar requests from Carla for this reason. Adam, my darling, would you consider it? We gotta go before someone gets hurt. Oh, be still my heart. Do be safe, Adel, my dear. Shh. We're just kind of going back and forth between story points at this point. I want to do some more fighting. Indicate the presence of unusual beasts in the vicinity of the state road. Right, we should try to stay attentive as we make our way down the path. Oh, look. Like they decided to save us the trouble. Damn, these guys are practically common pests around here. And let's clean them out so we can find what we're really looking for. Done and dusted, as they say. With me, did those monsters seem a little more harried than usual? Now that you mention it, it did kind of feel like they were afraid of something. Everything okay there, Grado? Huh? Oh yeah, I just almost got carried away for a sec there. What? What do you mean? Checking this road out, or what? Pick up your hooves already. Hey, Grado.
I have detected something.
And to prevent you from being able to freely explore the city for some time, it is recommended that Adol be well prepared. Yeah. keep your heads down. Those are Lumieres. I managed to get out here. It's just a hunch. I have a feeling these are the unfamiliar beasts the warden meant. Highly probable, yes. Works for me. Let's send them back. The fact that I can now do all damage and break all types, it's gonna make some fights a lot easier. Takes care of that. Yeah, but still, why would the Lumieres turn up in a place like this? Perhaps Rita may be able to tell us. Which reminds me, Aprilis still hasn't gotten in touch yet, huh? No, enough. Come again? No, this ain't nearly enough. Fredo? Kill me already. What's with him? Certain this is sudden, even for him. I said... Kill me already, I dare you to try. It's a good thing I didn't use him as my main player. Eek! Ow, this is... Ha ha ha, here they come. Another wave of Lumieres? Wait, where do they even come from? Almost as if it was Kratos who called them forth. Ha ha ha. We can talk about it later. Understood.
Here you go! How do you like me now? Here you go! That was not bad. It's over! Switch!
Wow. That's Kratos on my team, and why did he attack? Ha 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 ha. This is hard to watch. Kratos? Eh? Huh? What's going on here? Did I do all of this? Indeed, you appear to be enjoying yourself quite a bit. Ah. Happened to you all of a sudden. Yeah, that was extreme, even for you. Again, huh? It's like you already know. I've got a tendency to get a little worked up when I'm fighting. But for a while now, I've been having a hard time holding it all back. Just when I thought I was in perfect form today, too. So you're saying this has happened to you before? Not to this extent. I completely lost all sense of reason until just a bit ago. I guess I'm no different from the Lumieres once I get like that. Kratos. Well, now's the perfect time as any. I'll be dipping out for good from here on. What? No, hold on just a second. Dipping out for good? You can't even do that, can you? I'll fight my share in the Nox, but for me, this chummy crew charade ends here. Besides, you saw how I was back there. We're all better off this way, right? We wanted to give that Zola guy a good wallop in the kisser anyway. We can work this out. Haha, don't kid yourself. Catch you later. Oh. Wait! Can you believe him? Actually, this is nothing. Actually, I think he's been ready for this ever since he realized what was happening. Knowing him, I'll bet he just chose to keep quiet about it this entire time. You know he did. That's the part that pisses me off the most. Kratos not exactly the best person. He's incredibly scary, too. Isn't there anything we can do to help him out at all? There has to be a way. Yeah, there has to be. Or at least we have managed to successfully fulfill the Warden's request. Perhaps we should return to Balduke for the time being. You're right, there's not much we can do for him now, even if we wanted to. Let's back down, we can figure out what to do from there. I'm gonna mess up my lineup like that. That's what I mean. Glad you can't do anything like that.
Switch!
I take it we're near the end. There's no reason to lock us out like this. At all. Where's Vita? Where the heck have you been all this time? The Victory Day Festival is about to begin. My apologies. Turns out I had more to address than I originally expected. See, you've taken care of the Lumieres that escaped me just now. It's almost as though something had been luring them outside of town. Wait, you were chasing those Lumieres from earlier, Prillis? We did end up defeating them, but Credo, something befall him? On the others tell Prillis the whole story of what happened with Credo. See, that's how it went. What do you think we should do? In all technicality, nothing. He will be summoned to the Grimwald nonetheless. That's true, but still. This impending Grimwald will be as formidable as I anticipated. The fact that the Lumieres are appearing in our plane of existence attests to that. Time is running short. Credo must compose himself sooner rather than later. Much do you know about Credo, Roswitha? Given he was originally a comrade of mine, I'm fully aware of the kind of man he is. Allow me to tell you what little advice I can give. You, Adol, are the key to resolving this. What should I do? I'll explain, bit by bit. Now then, follow me. Wait, where exactly are we going? To tame a feral hawk, of course. Thanks for stopping by. So I wanted to make another stop. Whole damn town's packed thanks to the festival. You there. You'd be quite skilled. Perhaps you could honor us with a match? Don't make me laugh. I told you I'm out of the group. Besides, I can't fight you even if I wanted to, thanks to this horseshit curse. How do we get around it? We don't have to. The circumstances have changed since last you tried. Adol is, in a sense, no longer the same Crimson King he once was. That, coupled with the power of the Berserker, is enough to lift that particular restriction. The power of the Berserker? Berserker? Simply put, it is now possible for the two of you to cross swords. You don't say. Well now, we're talking. Do not misunderstand. Losing yourself to the depths of darkness is in no way a victory. You must awaken to your truest self, Credo, to who it is you really are. Don't know what you're saying, but as long as I get about with His Majesty, I don't really care. And about you shall receive. I've prepared a venue. Follow me. I've never seen the Coliseum so vacant before. Yeah, though it won't be for too long. Pendleton Company had this time slot blocked out for us in particular. Carla did all that? Well, actually, it was my father who helped us out this time around. Wow, talk about family connections. Everyone, they are starting. And both of you are prepared, I trust. I, Prillis, should bear witness to this battle. No objections here?
Yeah.
Glad to know we've got the legendary saint here playing referee. Enough, stand ready. That must be the Berserker. That power, he intends to begin with it? So I can only imagine how long he's been waiting for this. Are they going to be alright, you think? It's gonna be hard to just stand here and watch them duke it out. Not in our place to interfere. We must leave this matter to Adol. Sure, I don't need to tell you this, but I ain't showing you a lick of mercy. Begin.
both so strong.
Come on, you two! Give it your best shot!
Down for the counter.
I hope that blockhead's satisfied after this.
I still do not understand why it is they are fighting.
Here you go! Right there! Doesn't get better than this.
With the next strike, this will finally be behind us.
Still keep going.
You're as good as I hoped.
Nothing beats this feeling. You don't think we're finished, do ya?
Just getting started.
That's what I like to hear.
They're still at it. They can't even hold their monstrum forms anymore.
Those two never cease to amaze.
This reminds me of how Kratos was when he first fought Shadowlord. No, I think he's even more determined now. Oh!
What is it, Krisha?
Is it just me? Or is Kratos' darkness starting to fade?
Huh, maybe it's because he's not in his monstrum form anymore.
Damn it.
How about it? Are you done yet?
Like hell I am. You've got to be kidding me. I can't lift a finger.
That is the consequence of succumbing to the darkness without knowing how to control it. But it's impressive you've lasted this long while carrying it inside you. I suppose you have Shadowlord to thank for that.
Huh? What are you on about?
For a long time, your only goal was to defeat Shadowlord. Your determination offset the negativity of your darkness, helping you maintain a balance. When Shadowlord was killed, your goal was no more, and your determination faded. That's when the darkness regained its control over you.
Makes sense.
That's the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard.
You are a homunculus of a warrior known as a berserker. Their strength and darkness were two sides of the same coin. Does this sound familiar?
Since I was a kid, I was good at just about everything without putting in much effort. For a long time, I didn't get how people could be dedicated to anything. But that all changed the first time I got myself into a sword fight. The fear and thrill I felt as I eluded death with every swing of my sword. And then the ensuing euphoria after surviving the life-threatening ordeal. For the first time, I felt alive. I had finally found meaning in my life. Not long after that, I watched Sister Lisa die right there in front of me. After that, things changed. I started challenging strangers, anybody who could put up a fight. I could only feel alive when I was staring death in the face.
Contrary to what you believe, you're not a fighter, Kratos.
What'd you say?
Being good at everything made you feel like nothing was worth dedicating yourself to. But then you finally found something. Something you couldn't pick up right away. For the first time, you felt the desire to improve yourself.
A desire to improve, huh?
The satisfaction you feel stems from overcoming your weaknesses. This instinct is the very darkness inside you, and the source of a berserker's power. There's a thin line between conquering the darkness and being conquered by it.
You're not making any sense.
At this very moment, as you lie there